Is Penny Mordaunt. Now, why is that? Why did we see a bit of Mord-mentum yesterday?
I think it's because not only is Penny Mordaunt very popular in the parliamentary party and not tainted, if you like, by the tax policies which have just gone through. I think that's actually Rishi's weakness, sadly. I mean, I understand why Rishi had to be tough, but that's the hurdle he has to overcome. You know, he's already got history and very, very recent history. But why? I think also because out there amongst the Conservative Party members, she is by far, according to YouGov, the most popular candidate. So if she is in the final two, she's going to be a very tough nut to crack. And Rishi Sunak knows that. So what I'm very worried about is there might be some dirty tricks which have been talked about. Chris Hope of The Telegraph have said that various people plan to lend their vote to other candidates in order to try and not ensure she was in that final two. I mean, just to say, talk about lending votes, by the way, I mean, people don't remember that, you know, in order to get into that list in the first place, you had to have 20 nominators. And Jeremy Hunt had at least 20 nominators.
And he only got 18 votes.
And he only got 18 votes. So what happened there?
People have moved away, or perhaps people were lending
exactly
votes.
Right.
So. But let's talk about this parliamentary process, of course, because there was a hustings yesterday after that vote was announced, 5 p.m, in the committee rooms of Parliament, and you attended those hustings. What was your impression of what the candidates set out?
Well, it was very interesting. So the first one up, and it was done by lots, they drew lots, was Rishi Sunak. I thought he was very slick. I thought he was very professional. Lots of cheers from his supporters. But as I say, slightly tainted by the fact that he'd already been Chancellor, so some of the promises he was making, it went through many people's minds, well, if that's the case, why hadn't you done it already? Tom Tugendhat then followed, and he was actually not as Cameroon, as you put it, as, you know, we all thought.
He seemed to be a candidate more on the left.
Yeah, but he actually came out as being quite right. And someone whispered in my ear, he's talking to the audience that he's got to get at the moment, which is the majority of Conservative MPs. Not hard right, but more right of centre. But he was good, very good. He came over well. Then Penny Mordaunt came up, and she was incredibly slick, very, very professional. You know, no real comment other than that. And then there was Penny Mordaunt. Now, I would dispute that she's a Cameroon. I think she's, you know, she was in the Leaver campaign, as I was, to get us out of the European Union, which, of course, David Cameron certainly was not. She actually holds some quite sort of right-of-centre views. But like me, she's a social libertarian. And, you know, is that bad in this day and age? We're 2022, for God's sake.
No, it's quite interesting, I suppose.